Hey folks, Dune Wizard here. Recently, some friends of mine and I got together and we did a little bit of old school role playing, uh, using a little hodgepodge game I put together called D&DP. I've talked about it on this channel before. It turned into a three-part video playthrough, and it was a lot of fun to make. And I put it over on another channel that I do with my best friend. But I thought it would also be fun for you guys if I put it over here where you can watch it. And so for like the next 3 weeks, that's probably going to be my main content. If something comes up that is like news or an idea or whatever that I have, I'll tack it on the beginning of the video. Like as soon as my expanded system for Operation Snake Eyes hits Drive Through RPG, I'm gonna put a link to that when it pops up. Things like that. JP Coover was cool enough to let me use his one-page dungeon, The Soggy Ruins of Sentinel Keep. I tweaked it a little bit for my gamers, added a few things that kind of, like we do as DMs. We never just do the module straight out of page by page. We go in and we tweak it here and there. As this is the first episode, there's a little intro at the beginning of it to introduce my players and stuff. And now, through the magic of editing, I give you episode 1 of The Soggy Ruins of Sentinel Keep.
I'm Steve. My character is Todd. With a pinched face and stained attire, Todd harbors a vengeful heart. Despite this, his one dream remains elusive, a sentient sword. He envisions it as a loyal ally, a confidant. In his solitary journey, each day Todd's determination grows, driving him forward through trials and tribulations. With every step, he imagines grasping the hilt of his destined companion, forging a bond that transcends mere steel. In this quest, Todd finds purpose, a flicker of hope in an otherwise dark and tumultuous world. And when that day comes, he'll call it Tim, his faithful blade and steadfast friend.
I'm MP. I am playing a character named Baldric. I'm a witch finder. It's not something I ever thought I would be doing. My mother was a praying mantis and my father was an entomologist, but from an early age I was somewhat interested in witches. I tried other jobs: witch smeller, witch ditcher, witch escort, stunt witch. But one day I answered an ad in the Ye Olde Gazette for a witch burner's apprentice. And upon arriving, I found that the guy who had placed the ad had been murdered, and I found a note next to his body that said, "I did it, I'm a witch, and you'll never find me." So here I am. I've been on several witch-finding quests, but my ultimate quest is to find the witch that murdered the witch burner, because I would like to get paid.
Hello, my name is James, and I will be playing Codwell Butler. Codwell Butler is a sorceress entertainer, performer. He has a flabby physique, a bony face, like too thin for his once large body. He covers up most of that thinness with makeup. He dresses very flamboyantly as a performer. Yes, hello. I am Codwell Butler. I am a performer and entertainer at the Maiden's Fair in Meagerton. I worked for a young lady, Shadana May Tilley, until she was unfortunately murdered, and I was framed for it. I used to entertain the richest men of in the region up to that point, and now I'm just a simple adventurer trying to reclaim some semblance of normalcy in his life.
One more thing. If you like what you're about to watch and would like to see more, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Those of you watching, we're playing the first ever historic session of D&DP. Any rules that I cannot get out of this book and I cannot pull out of my ass, I will pull out of my favorite go-to OSR game, Basic Fantasy. The muddy ground beneath your feet seems to absorb up to your ankles as you stand at the foot of a low hill upon which stands a crumbling remains of a ruined keep. As you have traveled for 3 days under constant gray, rainy skies across the boggy lands, the promise of a dry night's rest beckons, even if it is under the rotting roof of this dark, decaying keep. The townspeople of Farden, a small border town a few days behind you, referred to this decaying structure as Sentinel Keep. They spoke of how it is rumored that the keep was once the home of a powerful sorcerer decades ago. Rumor has it he cast magic that blotted out the sun, causing it to rain in a 10-mile radius, forever changing the landscape. For a century, it has rained. What was once fertile farmland over the decades has become a ruined, muddy bog. It is also rumored that the sorcerer possessed a large red gem called the Pyre Stone, and that it is extremely valuable. Basically, along your travels, you three have met just by happenstance, and you've decided there's safety in numbers, so you're traveling through this land. What do you do?
I want to find this large red gem called the Pyre Stone, so that we can make some money. And I'm guessing it's in the keep. That's just a guess. What do you guys think? You want to go in the keep?
Anything to get out of this miserable rain.
Agreed. My feet are soaked.
You guys should have worn better shoes.
I should have bought the pack with the dry socks.
Basically, you guys are you can see kind of like the little stairwell going down. That's just to kind of show a general like trod path leading up. The light gray indicates the keep's wall, and it's probably about 10 feet at its tallest. The keep behind it is about 20 feet, with the large like tower area seeming to be about twice that, and the little cylinder off to your left runs about 20 feet high. And from this angle, you can see, from where you're standing, you can kind of see where the doors might be on the keep, and there's another door on the small tower.
The small tower is that thing off in the lower left, the circle
Yes.
there in the lower left.
Yes.
You guys want
I
to
think we should check that out first.
go check that out first? Let's go do that.
Mhm.
What do you think? What do you think, Codwell? What's your accent?
How high did you say that tower was? 20 feet?
This tower, the small one is about 20 feet high, and you can see
Okay.
from at the top that it's kind of crumbled, so it might not even have a roof on it.
Let's do it. Let's go check it out.
Okay.
I defer to your wisdom, gentlemen.
Well, you sound smart because you have an accent. So
Well, we all have accents.
I mean,
Once upon a time.
Everyone has an accent.
we're all immigrants.
Right.
all right, so you're
we're
gonna
going to the thing.
all right. As you cross the threshold of the ruined walls, roll surprise. Now to do that, D6. 1 or 2, you're surprised. Anything else, you are not surprised.
4.
A ball,
I believe
Caldwell is
Codwell's been
apparently
surprised.
Caldwell is
Surprise!
surprised as you guys come around, like enter that area, and like from behind some of the rocks, and almost like seeming to pop up out of the ground, these like hairy, mangy, like moss mud covered little people about 3 feet tall, that have faces like little snarly little, dogs come snarling up at you. Roll initiative. James, you are surprised that you can't do anything this round. You guys to roll initiative, roll d6. 1, 2, 3, you go. The rest, I go.
Okay, Baldric, roll.
I rolled a 2 again.
All right,
All
I
right.
rolled a 2.
Fix it in
Okay.
post.
I'm predicting the edits.
Yes, yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. It saves me so much time.
Re-editing.
Well, as they're well within striking distance, they got their little filthy little claws out and their little snarly teeth. But you win initiative, so you guys get to go first. So, what do you want to do? There's 6 of them.
What do you guys think of me starting with my two-handed sword?
Well, the pacifist in me says, do we need to use violence as our first option?
Yes.
So, Steve, you're attacking.
The
you're,
passive.
you're attacking, and the pacifist is going to wait.
That's cool. This is the tolerant left is down the hall. This is the we punch Nazis left.
Okay.
Okay, you
right.
just have to beat it. You have to beat a 10, Steve, on a 20-sider
Got it.
with your strength bonus. You know how this works?
I forget. Why don't you remind me?
Okay. D20, add your strength bonus, and that if it beats a 10, you hit.
All right. 7, 11. I hit.
All right. Now do your damage.
1d10. This is the part of the game where Steve tries to remember what the different dice look like. 10. This one is
That's
10, right?
okay.
Yes, this is 10.
Yeah.
10.
Add your strength bonus.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay, so as they come charging up at you, you basically lean into it like swing, and you swing so good and so strong. Basically, you tear through 2 of them,
Nice.
and they let out a painful, weird yelp and just kind of fall to the ground in a bloody, muddy mess, leaving 4.
4.
What
Right.
does the pacifist do?
Describe these creatures to me again.
Okay,
And how tall are they?
they're about 3 foot tall. They're covered in hair. Their hair is like muddy, all natted together. There's like weeds and some maybe even a few fungus growing off of them. Facially, they look like little snarly dogs. They have like little filthy claws, and they're coming at you, snarling the whole time.
Okay. Something
Little
the
pointy teeth.
inexperienced player in me like gnashing teeth. The inexperienced D&D player in me tells me that these creatures could be of some assistance.
Mm,
I will offer food.
nice.
Okay, that's a good call.
How do I
Give me
do
a
that?
second.
Do
You
I,
offer them food.
do I go up to the fridge or?
You pull. So you're thinking quickly. You pull something out of your backpack, like some beef jerky or something.
Cheez-Its.
Yeah, some Cheez-Its or the generic ones.
Yeah, not the Aldi flavored Cheez-Its.
I have, according to your book here, I have 5 days worth of rations.
Okay, well that's good. Give me a second to roll.
I'm going to get my jugular bitten through, aren't I?
That's food.
Yeah.
You've offered them food.
You offer it up to one of them, and he kind of stops and sniffs at it, snatches it out of your hand, and runs out the broken down gate from the way you guys came in.
So now we're
Nice.
down to 3.
Nice.
Yeah, now you're down to 3.
Well
The
done.
other 3, the other 3 pounce, 1 on each of you. And the first one, let's see, check my
By the way, that was a perfectly reasonable thing to do, and
Yeah,
Codwell,
absolutely.
Baldric.
That's one of the beauties of this game, dude.
Gotta get people's
Yeah.
names right. Yeah, it is. I used to do that kind of thing all the time.
I love when my players think outside the box and
Yes.
surprise
Yeah.
me with shit.
Okay, well, not surprising. They all seem to have missed attacking you,
Oh,
trying to bite and claw. So, one of you guys roll initiative, and same thing, 1 through 3. You guys go.
Codwell, would you like to roll?
Sure. 3.
All right. At this point, Caldwell, you are no longer surprised. So, what do you guys do?
Codwell, would you like to take a stab, so to speak, or try to
Yeah,
feed him?
Codwell was probably like sunken into the mud, like his feet's just like up to almost to his knees. He's not super tall, but he was just stuck in the mud for a momentarily, but he's able to like his feet out, and he's going to take a dagger and to the closest one do a quick
Yeah,
little.
each of you have one on you. So, yeah,
Oh,
I believe that's an 8 or a 6. Is it strength?
strength bonus.
Yeah, it's 6.
Well, you're so confused having just come out of your stupor, you miss.
well, I'm inspired by Baldric, and a little tear rolls down my eye as I decide to take my two-handed sword and try to kill him, but I will feel guilty about it.
All right. 10 or better.
And 6 plus 4 is, wait, is that a 9 or a 6? Dang nibbit. That is
Well,
a
either way,
9.
it's a hit.
Yeah, no, good point. Either way, I hit.
Yeah. Either way is a hit.
It's a
You're like, "Ah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, Todd, roll your damage.
In fact, as I was swinging the sword, I was making eye contact with Baldric, saying, I'm sorry. I am who I am. And that's all that I am. Oh, that's 5 damage.
Well, it goes down as well with a panicked yelp. All right. Baldric?
There's one left.
Two,
He's
two,
currently nipping at your ankles.
I think there's
I'm
2
going to hit
left.
him over the head with my shillelagh.
All
Oh,
right.
nice.
Can I do that?
So, yeah, sure. Just take your strength bonus, add it to a 20-sider roll, and let me beat a 10. 10 or better.
20-sider.
Mm-hmm.
I did not beat a 10. My strength
Even after-
bonus is I only rolled a 6.
Ah,
Oh, okay. Well, you're feeling
Altogether.
guilty about it, so
why don't you try to
your
give
heart
him a
just isn't
sandwich?
in it. Yeah.
Try to throw a sandwich at him.
Throw it off in the distance to watch him run.
Throw a pastrami and rye on top of the tower to see what happens.
Mm. Man, I could go for a pastrami on rye.
Right?
Seriously.
All
That's what
right.
he
Well, seeing half of his brethren splattered all over the ground, and one of them ran away
With a chicken
uh,
bone.
with with a piece of beef jerky or a chicken bone. He takes off following his buddy. You can get a free attack on him or let him go. What do you do?
I mean, we should let him go, right? Maybe
Yeah.
just let him go. What do you
Or
think?
will they come back? Or will they come back in greater numbers?
That's a great
No, those are
question.
sand people. Those are sand people. Sorry. Sand
Whoa!
people.
You can't just say sand people, dude. It's 2024.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Tuscan Raiders. They like to
There
be
you
called
go.
Tuscan Raiders.
Uh,
Sorry.
All right, let's go in this tower. Let's let him go and go in this tower thing here.
Okay. So you step over to the tower and you can see the brown spot represents a door. Like I said, it's about 20 feet tall. Kind of crumbled at the top, so if it had a roof, it might be gone. What do you do?
I'm sorry, did you say the door looked open or cracked or?
No, it seems to be closed.
Right.
It has a handle and a keyhole.
I just try to open the door
Okay.
using
How?
the handle, using the handle,
Okay.
just like straight
You
up.
you kind of like work with it, and you feel like it wants to go in, but it might possibly be blocked or barred by some way. If you want to shoulder into it to pop it open, it's a D20. Add your strength bonus, and let me know what you get.
Right. 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay, clunk. You basically put your shoulder into it and makes all kinds of noise and opens up about maybe a foot and a half, and you can kind of see debris and bricks and stuff laying on the inside on the floor. And it's some light is streaming in. Keep in mind it's the evening and it's cloudy and rainy, so there's not a whole lot of light coming in.
Should we
Give me a
light a
second.
torch? Should we light a torch and kind of stick the torch in there and see if we can see in there before we open this door all the way?
Does anyone have torches?
I
I
have
have torches.
I have a hooded lantern.
Either way, let's use the hooded lantern. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Light it up.
All right. So you
Question is,
light up
how
the
do we
torch.
light it?
Oh, somebody probably has flint and steel.
Oh,
That's what
for
you always
Pete's
say.
sake! And I cast light on the hooded lantern.
Okay.
Boom.
So the lantern lights up magically.
Wait, how did he do that?
He's a sorcerer.
He's a sorcerer. Okay.
He's one to keep your eye on. Hey, Superfan James, give me a spell check though.
Yep, that's what I was
That's a
going to ask.
D20.
All right, that's a 12.
You are fine. So
Okay.
poof, the lantern suddenly lights up. It's not on. It's not lit. It's just glowing. What do you do?
We've got to look
After-
in there, man.
Okay.
After you,
So, yeah.
gentlemen.
So you kind of peer into it before you step into it, and you can see, yeah, there's where like probably the ceiling collapsed. There's bricks and some broken up wood. You can see to your right, like iron rungs going up the wall, probably would take you to what would be the second story of this thing.
All right, let's go in.
Did
You
you
guys
say
wanna go
there
in?
was a stairs going up or no?
There's iron rungs on the wall right next to the door.
Okay.
We go
So
in
we
there.
would have to. So like we'd have to climb up.
On the inside, yeah. If you wanted to see if there was a second story, you'd have to climb the ladder.
Somebody want to go in?
I'll
go
climb the
in.
ladder.
You want to go in?
Can I
Oh.
elect to climb the ladder?
Let's go in and
Okay.
climb the ladder.
Okay, so Todd and Codwell step in, and Baldric starts climbing the ladder. Baldric, as you're climbing, you can kind of see where like there was a ceiling, but a lot of it's gone. But there's enough of it there that there's probably a second floor. But it's dark again because it's cloudy out and rainy, and about 6 o'clock in the evening. You guys on the ground, you're like looking around. I don't know who has the hooded lantern. But you see like the skeletal remains of a body kind of like half buried under the debris, wearing like some chainmail, and it's like the there's almost nothing left but skeleton.
I kind of go over to the skeleton and kneel down to search what's up.
Okay.
Take his
Okay, so
wand up.
you're like kind of like moving stuff around, and yeah,
Yeah.
this dude looks like he's been here a while. There were rumors in the last town you left that over the years various adventurers had wandered to the tower to see what's going on and never returned.
Nice.
Perhaps this is one of them. So as you're poking around at him, MP, you managed to reach the top, and like you come through like an opening, and there's joists and boards sticking out. But when you poke your head kind of through, you notice there's like just bunches and bunches of bats hanging there.
Nice.
And when they see you, they start freaking out. So what I need you to do is make a dex check. And what you do is, if you have a dexterity bonus, add it to a d20 roll and let me know what you get.
These bats have no chill.
Add my dexterity bonus.
Yeah,
5.
you you guys hear, ah, boom. He, he falls, slips off the ladder, falls down, lands in the mud. Doesn't take any damage because he lands in some mud. However, this like just waterfall of bats just kind of come
Nice.
sweeping down on you guys.
It's like that
You know,
episode of Stranger Things.
yeah,
Right
Flaps
before
and
he
Sounds like
all
every
is-
falls,
episode of Stranger Things.
right
The-
before Baldric falls, I look to Todd and I say, "What do you think killed him?" And then
Probably that.
the majority of the bats, basically, after they spend a few seconds kind of fluttering around you in absolute chaos, a lot of them fly out the door. The other bunch of them take off through the ceiling, and you're just kind of like,
Okay, I grab a
what the?
tennis racket and open a window, and I chase the bat around with the tennis racket. And somebody else has their iPhone out so that they can make a TikTok.
So it's a frat house.
You're like, "Hold on, let me. I'm making a scroll talk as you're like
Yeah.
drawing each picture.
Don't hurt it. And somebody's in the back going, don't hurt it. And I'm going, I'm not trying to hurt it. It wants out. I'm trying to let it out. Anyway,
All right, well,
who
when
hasn't had a
the
bat in
bats
their house?
clear out, you're right. You're pulling bats out of your hair, and what do you do?
I mean, is there anything interesting on the skeleton I've been poking at? Like
No,
gold or anything?
No, he's pretty decayed. His armor is rusted. What clothing he was wearing is pretty well rotted. You figure he's been here a while, so there's probably, just some poor soul that didn't make it.
Mhm.
What's up, MP?
Am I on the floor now?
Yeah, you're like, I'm just gonna lay here for a minute.
Okay.
But
Oh, I forgot. I laugh at Baldric.
Right.
I say,
Uh,
no, wait. I don't laugh. I go, you okay, man? When he says yes, then I laugh.
Codwell will set the hooded lantern down and go over to Baldric and extend a hand to help him up.
okay.
I
So
don't need your help.
you pull,
I'm Batman.
Thank you.
Nice.
you pull his mud covered self up off the ground. Well, that was humiliating.
And I turn to Baldric and say, nice of you to drop in. All right.
All
I
right.
won't
What
tell
do you
anybody.
Let's keep looking around, man. Let's look at see if there's anything worth seeing in here.
Hang on a second. So half the bats flew out the door, half the bats flew out the ceiling.
Yes,
So we're bat free now.
it's your bat free.
There's got to be something on that second.
We'll go back up there and look.
Yes.
There's no bats?
Can I take the lantern with me?
Sure.
If they let you.
It's not my lantern, but I'll say sure because
Can I-
it's not my lantern.
Let's have that lantern for a sec. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right.
So I'm going to climb back
Right.
up again with a lantern this time.
All right. Puts it between his teeth,
Yep.
climbs up, gets up there, and it's you can see where like the flooring is like pretty unstable. It's like, I mean, you wouldn't want to put too much weight on it. There's guano everywhere. One or two more bats that didn't, didn't come down at you, flutter out, Other than that, there doesn't appear to be anything up here.
Jeez. This has been
Okay.
an exciting adventure.
Okay. I give up on the second floor.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
Baldric, did you find anything?
More bats. And would anybody like a guano toast? Sorry, let me try that
nice.
again. Would anybody like some avoguano toast?
Dude,
Avoguano.
You can
if we
No guano.
splice
see,
that. I'll send you a China pencil.
this is why we're out
Mm.
here digging through bat crap and everything. See, if we didn't have avoguano toast every day, if we made our coffee at home, we wouldn't have to be out here doing this to make money.
That's right. That's all
We,
right.
we could have bought our own keep by now.
Oh, I thought we were just out here for the guano.
All right. Well, bring us that lamp so we can just do a thorough inspection of the rest of this little tower and get out of here if there's nothing here.
So I'm going to hand the lamp back to Codwell.
Okay.
Codwell, why don't you shine a light on this situation and see if there's anything in here.
Doesn't really appear to be anything of interest.
All right. What do you guys say we go to the main keep? All right. I'm getting out of here and going to the main keep. And I leave the tower and start walking to the main thing.
To the keep.
Okay.
All right.
To the keep.
follow.
Once more to the keep.
keep this
Okay,
time.
so do you head to the double doors at the front, or what do you do?
Yeah, double doors at the front. So is it
Okay.
what's the door? Is it open? Is it closed? Is there a handle?
Well, you get up to it, and it appears to be closed. It's a double door with two large handles. There's a keyhole on one of the doors under one of the handles. What do you do?
My shoulder still kind of hurts. I'm thinking I want to use. I have a burglar. I have a key. I have a lock picking kit. So I think I
I do
want
as
to.
well.
Want to try to. You want to try?
Nah, you look like you'd be pretty handy with a lock picking kit.
I look kind of shady.
Mm-hmm.
I do, as you know, I do have to say I'm statuesque, but I have a pinched face, pierced skin, filthy hair, and stained clothing. There's nothing says lockpicker like stained clothing and filthy hair. So I get out my lock picking kit and try to unlock this here door.
Okay, so to do that, because you're not a thief, you roll 2 20-siders. If you don't have two, just one after the other. And the lowest number is what you get because you're rolling with disadvantage.
All right. Oh, that's too bad because I got an 18 and a 9. So I guess the
Yeah,
9.
you're scritching around in there and poking, and you can't seem to get anywhere with it.
All right. Somebody else want to try? Otherwise, I'm going to shoulder this thing open.
I'm
going to just try opening the door.
Yeah, that's an option.
Nice.
All right.
I think I saw that in a Laurel and Hardy episode.
Wait, are we making it interesting or are we making it practical, Codwell?
So Godwell's gonna just try to open the door.
Try to see if it's unlocked.
Yep.
He grabs a hold of the handle and kind of gives it a little bit of a push, and it just with a creak opens up.
Oh, sure. Sure, Codwell, if you want to do things the easy way.
Well, you loosened it for him.
Yeah, I loosened it for him. That's right. All right. So now we're in.
Thank you for locking that key.
Is your lamp still lit? Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, it's gonna be glowing for a while.
Yep. And I'll go in first with the lantern.
What you see on the other side of that door is a kind of a long, a decent length hallway. The floor is covered in mud. The raftered ceiling, there's a couple spots here and there where rain has gotten in over the years. There are 3 doors ahead of you.
Somebody pick a door. And don't say Ray Manzarek.
Jim Morrison.
Let's pick the closest one, the one on the right. Is it really dark? Is it dark out? I forget what time of day is it. You said 6 o'clock, but you didn't mention whether
Yeah,
it's daylight savings time, like middle of the summer or winter.
it's
Was it?
imagine 6 o'clock in the summertime. So, but
Ah,
but it's overcast and rainy.
and we're
So,
inside now.
and you're inside, but your boy's lantern is glowing. Radiating. The room,
All right.
eliminating any real darkness. Todd, um, you guys are kind of Scooby Dooing along the hallway, and
Hey,
this
Raggy.
rock,
Ruby
this
Ruby
like
Doo.
rock about the size of a softball, basically falls from the ceiling and like hits you on the head, Todd,
Ah, we forgot to look
for
up.
for 1 point of damage. And once it hits you on the head, you hear like the it's like little, you know, little gleeful, mischievous laughter coming from above you.
We forgot
I
to look up.
I aim the lantern up towards the ceiling. How high is the ceiling here?
It's about 15 feet up. Um,
We see up
you
there.
see up in the rafters this like little dude. He's like kind of, it's like really dirty and greasy looking. He's not wearing much more than a loincloth. He's got a beard all caked with mud. Um, he's jumping from like rafter to rafter, and he's got like in one hand he's carrying a rock as he's leaping around, and he's giggling the whole time. What do you do?
I want to
Uh-huh.
shoot this guy with my crossbow
Ooh, I like
All
that.
right.
That's a good start.
because I really want to use that crossbow.
When you go to use your crossbow MP, you add your wisdom bonus if you have one to your attack roll.
And that's the D20.
Yes.
Motherfucker. 12. No.
12?
Yes, 12.
12? So you raise your crossbow, you hear, boom, ah, shit, ah. He falls, he falls to the ground, splats in the mud. He's like squirming around, like throwing a little temper tantrum.
That's what you get for
So
throwing
at
a
this
rock
point,
at these guys that I hardly know.
all right, now at this point, I'm going to have roll initiative for who does what.
2.
Ooh. All right. He basically fell in the vicinity of where the 3 doors are. But it's your attack. What do you do?
Is it, so he fell. He's on the ground. How far away is he from where we're standing?
He's probably 20 feet from you.
Ah, I chucked my spear at him.
All right. So roll the hit. Use your wisdom bonus for your attack roll.
6.
Uh, Funk. It sticks
Missed.
in the door on the other side of the room. So your
I
your your
suck at
spear is
spear.
now, yeah, your spear is now stuck in the door across the room. Baldric, what do you do?
I want to question this individual.
He's gonna try to
All
give
right.
him a sandwich.
Speak.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you do? What do you do?
Baldric, get his arms. I will get his legs.
I agree with that.
Okay. All right. For that, give me. He's squirming around. So both of you give me attack rolls. Use your strength bonus.
Oof. 18.
9.
All right. Well, Baldric's got a hold of him, and he's kicking and screaming, like using vulgar words of language. What do you? But you've got him.
Todd, you want to get
What
in
do you
on
do?
this? I have his legs. Codwell
Okay.
has his arms.
That
He's
sounds good.
squirming. So I
You're doing a
need
good
you
job.
to grab something that'll stop him from squirming.
His belt.
Sit on him or something.
I'll sit on him. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. All right. So, you sit on him. he's kind of squirming around under you, like he's just like, "What? Get off me, you big ape! Ah, what are you doing?" What do
All
you
right,
do?
do you guys have a plan here, or we're just gonna sit on this guy the rest of the night? Didn't you say you were gonna talk to him?
I would like to know who he is and where we are.
He says he says they call him Topo, and this is his home.
Who else lives here?
Topo lives here. No one else lives here. This is Topo's home.
Okay.
Topo, how long have you lived here?
Topo is going to do a strength check to try to break free. So, in order to do that, the three of you, he has to beat the three of you in a strength roll. So, each of you roll your strength, add your bonus, and let me know what you get.
That's a D20, right?
Yes.
I got a 10.
10.
12th.
All right. He manages to wriggle out from everyone but MP. And then what he does is roll initiative because he's going to try to attack you.
3.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'm going to take one of my daggers and I'm going to use the hilt to just like knock him on the head, try to knock him unconscious.
A headshot, so roll with disadvantage.
That's a natural 20 and another 10.
You rolled nat 20.
I rolled a nat 20 and a 10.
Okay. Okay, so you missed.
Yep.
You
Stop
could have rolled that nat
squirming.
20, man. Under normal circumstances, that nat 20 would have made his head into a jack-o'-lantern. Um, all right. Well, he's gonna attempt to wiggle out again. Wait, you guys haven't gone. What do you do?
Well, there are two doors that we have yet to open.
3.
If
Right.
you're currently
I'm holding this. I'm holding this
guy.
dude.
You're gonna throw him through one of the doors? You should do that.
No, but maybe one of you whose hands are free could open the doors. There are two doors and two free dudes.
I'm sick
there's
of this
three
guy.
doors, yeah.
I want to kill him. I want to kill this guy.
Okay, well, we did kind of walk into his house.
Well, he says it's his house. I
He
mean,
says it's his house.
he's a squatter, right?
Could be.
Okay. Well, while you guys are having a philosophical, ethical debate, he's going to attempt to squirm out again. So, whoever's holding him, do a strength check.
I'm
That would
holding
be Baldric.
Baldric.
strength check. 11.
Okay. Well, you still got a hold of him. He's trying to get away though.
All right,
Okay.
I take out my
Did somebody knock this guy on the head with something? So
my two-handed sword,
awesome.
the sharp end. All right.
All right.
That's a
if you're
20.
going, all right. Were
And
you going for a headshot?
no.
You
No,
need
I
to.
was just attacking him in general.
Oh, all right, all right, all right. Well, that nat 20, that's double damage. So
It
basically,
was not a nat 20. I rolled a
it wasn't
16
okay.
and added 4. Yeah.
Dirty
And then
20.
All right.
I rolled 9. Do I add my strength to the damage?
Yes.
Then 13 damage.
All right. Uh, Todd, you get a point of corruption.
Awesome. Where does that go? That goes in here, right?
Where it says corruption.
Oops. These guys are gonna hate me before we're done.
The pacifist is like looking at you like, the fuck did you just do?
And Codwell's like, I don't know how magic is normally cast in this world, but like, I was probably like wiggling my fingers and like ethereal energy is like sprinkling between them as I was about to cast a spell, and I just let it go.
Well, hell with
Come
it.
with me if you
I'll
want to
save it
live.
for later.
All right. So what Okay, so I get my point of corruption. Now what? What happened?
What do you do?
Well, I don't know what happened. You didn't. If you said, I missed
Okay,
it.
well, I'll tell you, nothing happens with until you hit 10. When you hit 10 points of corruption, you become twisted and evil.
No, no,
So,
no.
yeah,
You
because the
misunderstood
dude
my
was like,
question. Let me clarify my question. I attacked. I rolled
uh
13 damage, but I did not hear you say. All I heard you say was add 1 to my corruption. I didn't hear you say what actually.
well, it, eh, he's dead.